Hello, everyone. I am Michael. Today I am going to share with you some of the recent events that have affected our global financial markets and their impact. Okay, so what are the things that could affect global financial markets and the global economy? Let us take a look. The Federal Reserve announced its decision on interest rates yesterday. You can see that the Federal Reserve announced that it was keeping interest rates unchanged. This is the third time in a row that interest rates have been left unchanged. It remained unchanged after 11 consecutive hikes. You may ask whether the Fed raises interest rates or not, what kind of impact would it have on us? So let me just give you a quick overview. If the Fed raises rates, that means the dollars in the market will go to fixed investment, such as bank deposits, bonds. Well, relatively speaking, venture capital markets such as stocks, cryptocurrencies, crude oil, gold and other market will see capital outflow. So once the funds are lost, these markets will experience a decline. On the contrary, if the Federal Reserve maintains interest rates unchanged or lowers them, for these risk markets, there will be more inflows of US dollars for investment, and this market will rise. So the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision is related to all investment markets denominated in US dollars, including the cryptocurrency market. Can you understand this? Prior to this, the Federal Reserve had already raised interest rates 11 times in a row. The interest rate remains unchanged at 5.5%. This means that the Fed's interest rate hike cycle has passed, and now the interest rate has reached a very high level. If we continue to raise interest rates, it may have a very serious impact on our economy. Since the Federal Reserve's interest rate cycle has passed, either keep interest rates unchanged or go ahead with interest rate cuts. Is it a positive or negative factors for our investment market once the Federal Reserve starts cutting interest rates, as I just mentioned? So it is a clear advantage, right? Once the Federal Reserve cuts interest rates, it will result in more dollars circulating in the market. There will be more funds available for investment. The market is bound to rise. Yesterday, another very important data was also released. That is the data on the number of initial claims for unemployment benefits last week. The data released today is 217K. But the previous data was 212K, and the expected value was 210K. This means that the number of unemployed people is constantly increasing. The increasing number of unemployed people proves that our economy is constantly declining. I told you before that if the economy slows down, the value of the US dollar will decline. The value of investment markets, or assets denominated in US dollars, will continue to rise. I told you this viewpoint before. Whether it is based on the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision, or the number of initial jobless claims. Currently, our investment market should all experience an upward trend. Has there been an increase? Let us take a look together. The current price of Bitcoin is $347,304. After yesterday's data release, it directly rose to $36,000. There has been a noticeable drop in prices today. Why? Because there are two more very important data tomorrow. Let us take a look together. Now Bitcoin has risen from $26,000 to around $35,000. And keep it around $35,000, right? This is what I told you before. Long-term maintenance between $33,000 and $35,000. If the price of Bitcoin wants to break through, there is currently a lack of certainty factor. That has two important data for tomorrow. The two data tomorrow are the unemployment rate data for October and the non-agricultural employment population data. These two data can reflect the current level of development of our economy. So it directly determines whether the current value of the US dollar will rise or fall. At the same time, it also determines the rise and fall of our investment market. If yesterday's data is not enough to allow the current Bitcoin price to break through, so these two data will probably make our investment market choose the direction. So is it an increase or a decrease? We lines wait and see. That's all for today's sharing. For the direction of the market, we need to wait for tomorrow's data to give us a definite answer. Thanks for watching. Bye.